My dear child, I see your heart. I see the questions you whisper when no one's around. Is marriage really meant for me? Why do I feel so alone while everyone else seems to be moving forward? Did I miss my chance? Or worse, did I choose wrong? You've looked at the ring on someone else's hand and wondered why your fingers are still bare. You've watched friends say, "I do," while you silently say, "What about me, God?" Or maybe you did say, "I do," and now you're staring at shattered promises, asking me where it all went wrong. I hear it all. And I want you to know this. Marriage is not the goal. My love is. Marriage is a gift, not a guarantee, and never a replacement for a relationship with me. Don't let culture rush you into timelines I never created. Don't let comparison drive you into commitment before character is built. I am more concerned about who you're becoming than who you're becoming one with. But God, everyone around me is married. Yes, and some of them are silently broken. Because they rushed into a union to escape loneliness, only to discover that two lonely hearts don't fix each other, they magnify the emptiness. That's why I ask you to wait, not because I'm punishing you, but because I'm protecting you. In Ecclesiastes 3 verse 1, I remind you, to everything there is a season, a time for every purpose under heaven. That includes love. That includes marriage. But if you don't know your purpose yet, how can you partner with someone else in theirs? I want you to be whole before you're joined. Not perfect, but whole. I want you to know your identity is rooted in me, not in who calls you theirs. Because when two people come together already whole, marriage becomes not a rescue mission, but a reflection of my love. Do I desire for many of my children to experience marriage? It was my design from the beginning. Partnership, love, covenant. But I also know this world has twisted it. People settle for chemistry over character, attention over intention, romance over reverence. That's not my kind of marriage. I want more for you than a wedding day. I want you to build a life with someone who leads you closer to me. And if your heart is broken, if your marriage didn't work out, if you're picking up pieces from vows that were never honored, I am still with you. The Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit. Psalm 34 verse 18. I saw the moments you cried in silence. I saw how hard you tried. And I see the guilt you carry even now. But child, let it go. You were never meant to carry the full weight alone. I still have a future for you. Even after loss. Even after divorce. Even after betrayal. Nothing disqualifies you from my love or from purpose. Let me heal you. Let me rebuild you. Let me prepare you for the kind of love that doesn't hurt to hold. And if marriage is not part of your story, I want you to know your life is not any less holy. You are not incomplete. You are not behind. You are chosen as you are right now. There is divine purpose in your singleness. There is freedom in your solitude. And there is always love in my presence. You don't need a ring to prove your worth. You don't need a spouse to be valuable. And you don't need to panic about timing. I am not late. I'm working behind the scenes. If I am asking you to wait, it is only because what I'm preparing for you is better than what you're praying for right now. So trust me. Whether I lead you to a lifelong partner or a life filled with community and calling, your life will not be empty. You will be loved. And you will be used, for good, for healing, for glory. Hold on. Keep becoming. Keep believing. Whether your love story is already written or still unfolding, it is safe in my hands. And child, you are never alone. You see, my child, the world will tell you that you're running out of time. It will push you to settle, to marry just to feel seen, to say, yes, just so you're not the only one left out. But I didn't create you to be just somebody's person. I created you to be my masterpiece. Ephesians 2 verse 10 says, "For we are God's masterpiece." He has created us anew in Christ Jesus, so we can do the good things He planned for us long ago. That means your identity was never meant to revolve around another human being. It was always meant to be rooted in me. Marriage is beautiful, but it is not your rescue. It is not your purpose. If you don't know who you are before the altar, you'll feel even more lost afterward. That's why I ask you to wait, not to torment you, but to protect your heart from being handed over to the wrong hands. There's a man named Mark from Oklahoma. He got married at 27 because everyone told him it was time. But deep down, he wasn't ready. He didn't know me. He didn't know himself. 2 years later, he was divorced, broken, full of shame. He thought it was over for him. But then, in the quiet space of rock bottom, he called out my name, not with fancy words, but with a shattered heart. And I met him there. I rebuilt him. I led him to therapy, to healing, to purpose. And years later, I brought someone into his life, not to complete him, but to walk beside him. Today, Mark is married again, not out of pressure, but out of purpose. Do you see the difference? Marriage should not be a reaction to loneliness. It should be a response to alignment. Alignment with me, with your healing, with your calling. Because when the foundation is me, the storms of life won't tear it apart. You may feel unseen now. You may scroll past engagement photos and family portraits thinking, God, when is it my turn? But child, you are not forgotten. I have not skipped over your name. I'm just writing a different chapter. Sometimes my greatest blessings come disguised in long seasons of waiting. In those quiet days where you think nothing's happening, I'm shaping you. I'm building your patience, your resilience, your self-worth. I'm preparing you for something that won't just look good on Instagram, but will feel safe in real life. And if you've loved and lost, I know it hurts. I know the silence after goodbye can feel like a lifetime. But I never waste pain. What broke you, I will use to build someone else. What you learned in your valley will one day be the map for someone else's mountain. That's what purpose does. It turns heartbreak into healing for others. So hear me, whether you marry or you don't, you are not missing out. You are not less holy. You are not less chosen. Some of my greatest messengers, Paul, Jeremiah, even my son Jesus, walked this earth without ever marrying. And yet, their lives changed history. You are still called, still equipped, still loved. And if I do bring someone into your life, you'll know it's from me, not by how fast they come, but by the peace that comes with them. My love never brings chaos. It doesn't manipulate. It doesn't pressure. It leads with gentleness and truth. Wait for that kind of love. Wait for the one who mirrors the grace I've given you. So until then, keep walking with me. Keep praying. Keep becoming the person you want to walk beside. Your story is not delayed, it's being refined. The one who calls you is faithful, and he will do it. 1 Thessalonians 5 verse 24. You're not alone, even when the house is quiet. You're not behind, even when others are ahead. You are on my timing, and I make all things beautiful in their season. My child, I see the way you try to stay strong when others ask, why aren't you married yet? I know the ache behind your smile, the silent nights, the tears no one sees. But hear me when I say, you are not delayed, you are being developed. I am not withholding love from you. I am teaching you how to recognize the kind that won't leave you empty. Marriage is not a reward for the perfect. It's not a prize for those who have life all figured out. It's a calling, a covenant, a journey that demands faith, forgiveness, and deep surrender. And before I place you in that sacred union, I want your heart to be secure in me. Because if you place your worth in another human being before placing it in me, you will always feel unstable. You don't need a wedding to validate your existence. You don't need someone to choose you to prove you're lovable. I chose you long before the world did. Isaiah 43 verse 1 says, do not fear, for I have redeemed you. I have called you by name, you are mine. You belong. You are enough. You are seen. I know it's not easy watching friends build homes while you're still figuring out if love will ever find you. But child, some homes are built too fast on shaky ground. And when the storms of life come, and they always do, it's not the pretty photos that hold them up. It's the foundation. That's why I'm taking my time with yours. You are not being punished. You are being preserved. Preserved for something real. For someone who won't walk away when life gets hard. Someone who won't compete with your calling but will complement it. Someone who knows how to pray, how to stay, how to love like I do. And most importantly, someone whose love won't make you forget me, but draw you closer to me. Some of you are wondering if you even want to get married anymore. After what you've seen in your parents' marriage. After what you've been through in your last relationship, I understand. I was there when the trust was broken. I heard the words they said when you were alone. But I need you to know, human failure does not cancel my design. Love is still beautiful. Marriage, in my hands, is still holy. Don't let pain define your perception of something I created for good. Instead, let me heal the wounds that tell you you're not worthy of it. Let me reshape the image of love in your heart. If you're single, use this time to grow roots in me, to discover your purpose, to heal from the inside out. And if you're married and it's hard right now, don't give up just yet. Invite me in. I can restore what feels dead. I can breathe life into dry bones. I can bring forgiveness where there's bitterness and joy where there's silence. And if you've been divorced, know this, I still love you. I have not disqualified you. Psalm 34 verse 18 says, "The Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit." You are not broken beyond repair. You are being rebuilt with wisdom, strength, and compassion that only pain could teach. So whether you marry or remain single, whether you're healing from a breakup or still waiting to be seen, your story matters. And I'm not finished writing it. Trust me with your heart. I will never leave. I will never betray you. I will never grow tired of loving you. I am the one who stays when everyone else walks away. My beloved child, I know you've been wondering lately, is something wrong with me? You've looked at the mirror and asked questions you never dared speak aloud. Why do people leave me? Why haven't I been chosen yet? Is it because I'm not enough? And while the world may stay silent, I will not. There is nothing wrong with you. The ones who couldn't love you, they weren't your punishment. They were part of your preparation. Sometimes I allow rejection not because you're unworthy, but because I am protecting you from a future that would have cost your peace, your purpose, and your soul. You see, child, love is not just about fireworks and chemistry. It's about calling. It's about destiny. And I will not let you settle for someone who fits your loneliness but forgets your calling. I'm not just writing you a love story, I'm aligning you with a mission. That's why I removed them. That's why it ended, when you begged me to let it last. That's why your heart felt like it shattered, because I knew it was better to feel temporary pain than live in permanent confusion. John 13 verse 7 says, "You do not realize now what I am doing, but later you will understand. Trust that I am not cruel. I am careful. I hold your heart in my hands like treasure." And to those who've been married for years but feel more alone now than ever before, I see you too. You're scrolling in silence, trying to stay strong for your kids, trying to pray but unsure if I still hear you. I do. I've never left your side, even in the cold distance of your home. I'm not just the God of the newlyweds, I am the God of the weary, the overlooked, the ones fighting for love behind closed doors. I still restore what looks beyond repair. And if you're afraid of marriage, afraid it might end like your parents, or like your past, give me that fear. Give me that scar. I don't ask for perfection. I ask for surrender. Let me show you what love looks like when it's built on truth, not trauma. On grace, not guilt. Your season is not wasted. Your waiting is not in vain. I am shaping you into someone who doesn't just find love, but who becomes love. Someone who can receive what they used to run from. Someone who no longer needs to chase being enough, because they finally understand they were always enough for me. So take a breath. You don't need to rush. You're not too late. And you're not too broken. Because when you walk with me, even delays are divine. Dove, if you're still reading this, it's not by accident. God is speaking to you. Comment below, "I trust you, God, even in the waiting." And share this with someone who needs this reminder. You are not forgotten. You are being prepared.